Okay, we are back for another segment of the story of my life. And where I left off was we were moving to Kenya, but right at this point we were homeless. We had rented a home in Kenya, and our friends had just invited us to stay with them because we all thought it was going to be just a matter of weeks until all of the provision came in, because he had so graciously provided for us to go and rent the house, etc. And so we were at their home with, our two oldest were staying with another couple, and then Sarah, Timmy, Jose, and I, and our two little chihuahuas were all at this wonderful family's home. And we all assumed that we were going to be there for just a matter of days or weeks at the most before the provision came in, because God had so graciously provided for us to go and rent the home in Kenya. And so now, okay, I have to tell you, the next part that's coming is not pretty. And I am the one who really shines in a bad light. Shines? No. Is dark in the bad whatever. Okay, you know what I mean. Well, and I'm going to tell on myself big time. Well, this is how the you-know-what hit the fan. And believe me, it was bad. Okay. We had been there about, I forget how long, just a short time, a couple of weeks, and it was just beautiful. They've got a beautiful home, beautiful big yard for the dogs, and you know, it was just we're so grateful. But we had a lot of fear, and you know what? Fear does not bring anything good. And the more I could see, Jose was sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into a depression, and which made me very fearful. And throughout our married life, whenever, I don't know why, it would cause me to fear whenever I would see him unsure, whenever I'd see him without confidence or whatever. It would cause great fear in me, which would bring out the monster in me, because fear would always make me very anxious and mean. In fact, the kids can tell you I am the worst person in an emergency. If somebody gets hurt, I just go crazy, and I'm not a good help. Hi, Sarah. Oh, she just came down the stairs. What? They can't see me. No, they can't see you. Don't worry. Okay. I am the worst in an emergency. So somebody could be dying there, and I am, what did you do? That's, my kids will confirm that that's how I am. That's what happens to me with fear. Well, what happened was, a couple of weeks into our stay, and at first, as I said, it was beautiful. Then it was like the perfect storm for horribleness. My friend, I think it was a Sunday morning, and we were all getting ready for church, and my friend, the wonderful woman of the home, she came down with a terrible migraine. Well, you know how that is. That in itself spells trouble, right? So she came down with a terrible migraine, and Jose was really bad in depression. And as I told you, what happens to me? So I started in fear, I started just to kind of like nag him or whatever, you know, just say, you know, stop it, stop being like this, you know, everything's gonna work out, you know. And because we were fearful, because here we had given away, well, we were homeless. Our home was paid for in Kenya, well, rented. And we had boxes, and our friends had let us put all of our boxes that we were supposed to ship over to Kenya in their garage. They were so gracious to us. And so we had nothing, and except a tiny bit of savings that we were, tried to help with the household that we were staying with until it ran out. And then what? Oh yeah. Okay. So then that's it. And our kids, even their homeschool was all packed up, so they could not even be in school at this time. It's like they were truant, everything, all the bad circumstances you can think of. And then my husband, of course, felt responsible, and he was sinking into a deep depression, which brought out the monster in me. So I was nagging at him, and my friend, seeing how I was treating my husband, took his side. And guess what? It is like the thing of the dog biting the hand that feeds him. Here we were, they were so gracious to us, and I blasted her saying, "Don't you see how he is?" or something like that. It was horrible. And then immediately, I'm the kind of person that as soon as I blow it, it's like remorse and everything comes over me, but it's too late. What can I do? I can't take back all the horrible things that I did and said. And now here we were, depending on, here they had opened up their wonderful home to us, and I had blasted her. Well, I think I'm going to leave you hanging there to see what happens, because the good news is we eventually, with time, got to Kenya. But I'm going to leave you there hanging on this cliff, and that's all for now. Bye.